Hey, what is up, guys? I am LIamDunn23, and this is One Piece World Seeker. We are doing any percent beginner. This is the fastest category for the main category, which is just the main storyline, essentially. And I am really excited. I'm joined with me on commentary by none other than Seafood. Seafood, how you doing? Well, alright then. What we're gonna do here is a lot of fun. I won't waste too much time getting into it. We'll just do the countdown, get into it, and I'll start explaining. Are you ready, Seafood? Well, alright then. I'll count us in.
Very late, yes.
Okay, alright, cool. Run starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so, one funny quirk about the beginning of this game is that it handholds you like a tutorial. It locks you through a bunch of your skills until you get to about Chapter 3. A lot of your movement's going to be locked. So you see here, it's going to handhold us. I can't even sprint right now. I'm holding down the sprint key. Nothing's happening. But I'm going to mash through this dialogue here, and now finally I can sprint, but I still can't jump. I can't attack yet. I can't aim. I can't do lots of things. Can't rocket yet. So we're just going through a little bit of a slow section here, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll see. So in just a moment, it's going to give me the option to attack. See, attack time. Because we're on beginner, we can just kind of hit him a couple times. Uh-oh. Whoops. I hit him one too few times, and then one too many times. It happens sometimes. So it's going to stop us here. It's going to prompt us again that we can now jump. We're going to jump. We're going to jump again. It's going to tell us we can collect stuff now. And now I'm going to do a funny little movement tech here where it's slightly faster to jump and kick with Luffy at this point than it is to actually sprint. So we're going to do that until this takedown section where it's going to teach us about takedowns. And then we're going to keep doing this fun little movement tech here where I just keep kind of jumping and kicking. Now, this isn't going to be as powerful as it could be until I unlock Armament Hockey mode. At the moment, I'm currently in Observation Hockey mode. And now it's going to teach us about Gum Gum Rocket. So we're going to be able to rocket up 2 platforms. Or at least Gum Gum Grapple.
And this will be way funner later. Just not yet.
Because this is actually more like Gum Gum Grapple at the moment. It's not actually like Rocket. Rocket unlocks after Chapter 3, you'll see. So more dialogue is going to teach us about marking enemies. There you go, mark the enemy, and now I can progress here. I'm going to grab on to this point here, and it'll let me grab onto that point right away. Because I can't rocket, you see I have to kind of just keep doing this until I can grab onto a point, and then boom, oh no. There we go, alright, cool. So, mashing through dialogue, and I'm about to split for the first time here, and this is the prologue section, going to be done right here. Okay, so now I can carry on, and I can just go to the next section. With that in mind, as you can see, a lot of this stuff is very movement heavy and very technical at the beginning. The real movement starts, like we said, after Chapter 3. And the real fighting starts, I mean, not right now, that's for sure. You'll see. So more dialogue is going to teach me that the Navy here somehow has sea stone bullets, which is the only way they can damage Luffy. If you guys are fans of One Piece, you'll know that Luffy ate the Gum Gum fruit, devil fruit that makes him lose his ability to swim, but allows him these ridiculous rubber powers. So he's kind of like Mr. Fantastic, but way cooler. So, a couple movement sections there. We're getting up here. It's going to teach us about Observation Hockey and how we can use perception here. It's going to make us wade through some stuff. It's going to make us wade through some dialogue we got to skip. And then it's going to allow us to start using headshots, which is a lot of fun. So as you can see, I'm going to line it up. Boom, boom, done. And now I'm going to go over here. Oh, missed. There you go. I'm going to attack this box because we're looking for some scrap iron here. Missed the surprise shot. It's unfortunate. And one more scrap iron. We only need one more scrap iron for a material we're going to need later on in the game called the attack ring. Damage works in a very interesting way. Some of it can be upgraded through the skill trees. Most of it, though, is going to come from equipment. We don't need too much in the beginner category, luckily. But, as you can see here, we're going to get our first upgrade. It's going to teach us about upgrades, and that is a forced upgrade we have to take. And it does help out a little bit. It improves our HP just a little bit, so we're not, you know, entirely glass cannons. So here we go. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna talk to John. Oops, messed that up a little bit. And as you can see, there's a bit of a lag if you're in a sprint, where if you try to talk to an NPC or interact with something with the Y button, if you're sprinting, it's going to make you have to wait until that entire sprint animation is done. So what we do once we get armament hockey mode is we're able to just kind of guard cancel out of it. Unfortunately, in observation hockey mode, the guard button is actually a dash button. So it doesn't really work that way. I think there's a way to do it where you just kind of jump, and that might cancel your sprint animation. I'm pretty sure it does, but here we are. We're doing this funny little jump kick. We're going to grab this item, vault over this. Do we get a pure iron? No, we get a bronze ore, unfortunately. We also need 3 pure iron for the attack ring we're going to need later on. We're also going to break these boxes here for mini express shrimp. It's unfortunate because we needed another one instead of just one. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. We will find more later. No problem. So here we go. We're going to go up here. We're going to grapple onto this. Very soon, we're going to unlock armament hockey. And armament hockey is awesome because this little jump kick movement that I'm doing is actually going to give us a lot more distance. And we're going to do a lot more damage. It's just going to make the game overall a lot better, getting armament hockey mode here. So, these guys, we're talking some smack. Alright, Luffy's gonna fight him.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna match
You
through.
basically never use observation hockey again. It's gone. Bye.
Boom. Okay, that was a really clean fight. So now we're gonna match through this dialogue here. We're gonna go this way, and then boom, see, the Hawk Whip gives us a lot more distance, so you're gonna hear Luffy go, Hawk Whip, quite a few times. Although luckily for your ears, he does switch it with that kind of like, Toya sound, so it's not as bad. But here we go, we're gonna mash through, and this is the end of Chapter 2, and we're gonna get a thrill badge from this dude. He's so kind, he's gonna give us a thrill badge. We're gonna equip that, and it's gonna give us a little more damage. Not a lot. As you're gonna see later on, we're gonna replace it with much better equipment. But in the meantime, we're just gonna keep moving here, and we're gonna try to see if this is a pure iron. It is! Let's go! That's 1 out of 3 pure iron acquired. Now, I don't necessarily need to collect any more pure iron from these little blue gathering resource things, because there is a chest that becomes available later on in Chapter 12, although it is a bit of a detour, and doesn't necessarily, you know, you have to go out of your way for it, so it loses a bit of time, right? If you can collect all 3 along the way, that is optimal, but the chest is there in case you can't collect them. The main reason we collect those things is just to make the fights a little bit easier later on. If you're really skilled at first-person shooter games, then you probably have no issue with the combat, with the basic items that you have in the beginner route. Okay, very clean there. We get a small flower, that's really good. We need 2 small flowers for the attack ring, and we have 1 out of 2 of those bad boys. So, resource gathering has not gone too badly here, and I messed up that movement there, so sometimes if you buffer an input when you're trying to do this Hawk Whip chain, Luffy will just land and do a very slow, not at all traveling attack right there you just saw. So here we go, we're going to go down here, we're going to try to grab onto this, and it's going to initiate a cutscene. It's going to teach us about barrels. If we want to sneak around, we can hop in a barrel. It's kind of funny, but we're not going to do that. It's kind of slow. Although, funny enough, moving in the barrel is faster than normal sprint speed for Luffy, so that's kind of funny. And here we go, the first frame rate lag of the game. This has been happening lately. It is super unfortunate for it to be happening to me right now during the marathon, but we're going to roll with it, because that's what we do. So here we go. We're going to go up here, we're going to go up, we're going to grab onto this ledge right here. And then eventually... There we go. Alright, finally. Leg spike is over. We're going to break this box, and we get more than enough scrap iron. So here we go. We're going to interact with this door right over here. And now we're going to fight our first little boss. This is Smoker. Alright. Now, we're going to unlock a special move called Gum Gum Red Hot. So here we go, we're gonna hit this barrel there, and now we're gonna oh wait, hold on. Okay. Oh wait, Smoker, what the fuck, dude? Die. There you go, he's dead. Perfect. Perfect.
Just in time to not get the big smoky area.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if you fail to take out Smoker fast enough, he will just encase the entire area in smoke. You can't see him unless you would switch back to observation, or I don't think you have to, but you need to use observation hockey, and that only lasts for like 2 seconds right now, so it's not really good. You definitely want to take him out as soon as possible so you don't have to deal with that.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to do something real quick that might hopefully help out this lag. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Alright, I think that helps. So, finally, we have unlocked the best part about this game for movement. We have unlocked Gum Gum. Rocket. Finally. I missed the last tree there, so that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to do a little bit of our Gum Gum Hawk Whippoo. So, just gonna keep doing that a little bit till we get to this tree here.
And Gum Gum Rocket is the entire reason there's a category that says no fast travel.
True.
Because this is genuinely fun enough to just do by itself.
Alright, so here we go. It's going to teach us about snipers in the city and how much they really want to fuck you up. So, we're going to go over here. There's some gossip going on. We got to talk to the NPC again, even though there was a cutscene for it just now. And we're going to rocket over to Steel City Plaza. Now, we're going to take a fun little route here. We're going to take this. We're going to come up here. We're going to grab onto that. We're going to cancel. We're going to do that. And, oops, I kind of messed that up, but it's fine. We were right there by the lady. And there you go, that's another chapter done. So, we're gonna go this way. And grab onto this. Grab onto that. And
the thing in the cities is very specific because those snipers really like to hate you. They say no fun allowed outside of this specific path that everyone is labbed out.
it's true. If you go too high, the snipers will see you and they will try to ruin your day. So, oh damn it! See, just like that. I was trying to get some retribution because there's a fun little thing you can do here, but I have messed it up completely. Come on, get it. There we go. There you go. There's the retribution. All right. So before we continue on to the next point, we're going to go do this. We're going to grab onto the thing. We're going to grab a fast travel point, and we're going to go to Steel City here. And then a little detour, which is a slightly new route that we came up with. Alright, so
is this for the ring?
This is for the extra 300 points. So, I'm gonna grab onto this here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab onto this guy. I'm gonna grab onto that. Come on. Oh, no, fuck. There you go. Okay, alright, cool. So, we recently discovered there's a free 300 points you can get towards upgrades, and you can just get it right there, just like that. And then you can go like this, and continue on with the normal path that we normally take. This is going to help out because it helps us do a little extra damage earlier on, with just the later half of the split. This fight is no problem without the upgrade, because you can still one-shot these guys, so boom. Oh no. Oh no. Well then, probably would have been a good idea to grab the upgrade there, wouldn't it?
I mean, you can watch out if you aimed better.
If only
Gotta
I
get those
aimed
headshots
better.
precise.
So true.
You need the aimbot for the speedrun marathon.
So you might be thinking, why are you fast traveling, Liam, if the thing is so close to you? Well, because we have a load remover for this category, so it's technically timed by load list. So it's faster to fast travel because the timer does actually pause, the one that we use for load list anyways, during those load screens. So here we have found Nami. the navigator for the Straw Hat crew. And now you're gonna see a very funny little fast travel here. Yes, that close even there, it saves time. So, we're gonna go ahead and fast travel there, and then, before we carry on, we're gonna grab that upgrade that I was talking about. Just because it's gonna help us do a little more damage during this fight, and make it not as ass. So there you go, we're gonna do a little more damage. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. And boom. And boom. Nice. They didn't spot me at all, so I can carry on, go over here, grab onto this thing. Oh, I messed that up. And, oh wait, there you go. Alright, so now here I am. Boom, boom. Oh, I missed him. No! No, no, no! Okay, there you go. Luckily, Red Hawk did enough damage just to one-shot him there because, clearly, my aim game is off today. So, here we go. We're finishing up this chapter. It's going to teach us about choosing different side quests very quickly before I can do the split. So, here we go. We learned that Frankie's in the sea prison. We learned how to change quests. We did a little bit of this, a little more dialogue. I split, and then I go over to here. And then, very quickly, I'm going to grab one more upgrade because we have enough points for it, and it's going to help us save just that much more time over the course of the entire run. And that is movement speed up. It's not much. It is 15% movement speed increase. So here we go. We're going to take this route. We're going to go down this way. We're going to get noticed by the snipers. Boom, we're going to guard that so we don't get knocked out by the sniper. Take this path over here. Do a little bit of a hop whippoo out of that. And now, fun little traversing section for all of us. So,
Reversal.
yo, wait, is that Nyland? Yo, let's
Yep,
go!
Nolan is dropped in.
Nyland is real, ladies and gentlemen. This is the One Piece series mod, Nyland, and he has helped out with the routing for this category quite a bit. Created the load remover. Nyland, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. I was actually late on accident. When you sent me the second time, I was like, oh, it's a little earlier, but it was the EST time, and the one I looked at before was my PST time, so
Oh shit.
slipped up a little bit. But I set my alarm a couple hours before what I thought was the time I was supposed to be here, and so it wasn't as bad. But yeah, luckily I'm here early enough that we're gonna get a lot of One Piece going.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, just a little slip.
A little slip. You missed some leg spikes earlier, so that's good. You missed the worst part of it.
Ah, that's sick.
Including me pausing to pause the Twitch stream so that it would fix the leg spikes.
That's there you go.
So that's why I'm over a minute and 45 seconds behind now. Because I do think the leg spikes probably still get like made up for counting. Part of it is like movement for sure, but yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so here's like supposed to be a stealth section by the game. So he's going to fall.
Yeah,
He's gonna collect. He's gonna go to all these places and he's going to interact with these consoles. If he gets detected, it's like badish, but as you saw there, like they popped up and then went away. Because if you fall pretty far or etc., a lot of them will just lose sight of you.
Damn it. Not like
And that one's
Yeah, a lot of these are pretty weird. This is probably the most likely for Luffy to get detected and actually harm. But they all just kind of disappear. Magic trick. Kuma must have, you know, warped them all away or something while we were all having a good old time.
Alright, so a few headshots to his face. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. There we go. Okay, that should do it. There we go, we're good, we're good. Alright, we have found Frankie the cyborg. Ladies and gentlemen, what a specimen. What a specimen. So now we fast travel back to the naval base because it's basically the quickest route. Oh, didn't get spotted. That's fun.
Yeah, before we used to take we used to warp to the sea prison and we'd head back through the winding path that we went up to the sea prison on. But you know, me and Liam were kind of like, I don't know if that's faster than going to the Navy base and then walking. But the initial idea was that it was super dangerous. But as you just saw, it's not actually that dangerous. It's you just have to be like a tiny bit careful of snipers and like take a pretty specific route. Saves quite a bit of time actually. Saves like 8-ish seconds, maybe a bit more per time we do it. Okay. So he just grabbed the warp point there by walking into Crystal Canyon, so you can use it later, which will save some time. Because you're already right next to it.
Absolutely. Because in the past, you'd warp to Street Prison again, use Gum Gum UFO, and then, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, we don't use UFO anymore, really, because we wanted to take ring out as many points as we can get into strings kills that we think are really, really good. And UFO is one of the ones that was like, it's not too good. It's mostly for getting over giant gaps. And there are a few places where you didn't need those. We need a couple spiky carrots for a later mission. This is one of the, I guess, most infamous quests earlier on when I got into this game. But it's honestly pretty rare nowadays, I find, that we like just don't get enough. But I don't even know the last time that's happened. We don't get enough spiky carrots.
There you go. Alright. Could have been a better fight, but I'm bad at first-person shooters and third-person shooters, so here I am.
Yeah. Liam's aim during an event, not as good as it is in the normal times.
Oh no, I fell down.
So yeah, bonking here is possible. It loses a bit of time. There's also a speed grapple here, but he's not gonna take it. He's gonna take like a more consistent grapple.
Oh wow, thanks, Livy.
Wow. Cool. Good enough.
Just not participating.
Yeah.
You still got into the trigger. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that was clutch, honestly.
So this next
first
fight is really easy. You just pop her in the head like 4 times. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta
She's
aim
not
and
taking
pop her in the head 4 times. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Shit! No! No! Fuck!
Those are all body shots.
These are not. Listen, fellas, I swear. Oh my god, I missed that too.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm.
For all of you gamers at home, you can do this fight faster than our boy Liam here. You know.
Oh
Get
yeah,
a world record real quick.
I'm inting for sure. This is world record phase, and I am showing off the skills of this game. Yeah, as long as you actually hit her in the head 4 to 5 times, she's just dead. It's very fast, very easy. Like the skip at the end of Radical Highway. Very fast, very easy. But clearly, I'm just bad at the game. So we're gonna fast travel back to Ruby Town here, or Ruby Village, and we're going to end this part where we rescued or found Zoro and Robin, and we're gonna move on to the Usopp portion of reuniting with the Straw Hats.
Yeah, so Usopp's gone over a little bit of revision. In fact, the order in which we go after a couple of the Straw Hats has also changed. Partly because grabbing Karu here, it's a quest you unlock by purchasing the Law DLC, I believe. So we do that across from here, across from this guy, earlier on, and then right around now, and then we, with Karu, we get a little tutorial from this kid, and we end up taking crew there. You might be thinking, well, why don't we use crew all the time? Like, are we going to be riding a duck for the rest of the game? And the answer is not quite. So crew is affected by that 15% movement speed from earlier, but crew is still like a tad bit lower than a lot of rocketing. And you can't really attack while on Karoo, but you auto pick up things while you're on Karoo. So like, it kind of breaks even. It would be crazy fast if you could get off Karoo like instantly, or get on Karoo instantly, but you can't. You have to like stop moving, stand perfectly still. Let's go. Later on. You're fine. Yeah, so you'll see the couple times you'll see crew in this entire run will be probably then and way later. Occasionally in other difficulty routes, you might see us use crew to like scale walls, because crew can jump against wall hike for as many times as crew wants, like an infinite number of times. And that would be the only benefit.
Oh, nice vault, Luffy. That was pretty sick. I wasn't expecting him to vault before the grapple.
Yeah, it was good.
Not what I wanted to do.
This mining section is actually pretty annoying for most people who conventionally are playing this game, because a lot of these rails are like, weird and do not allow you to grapple on them. The posts are okay. Probably one of the weirdest locations in the game for using rocket, I find. Everything to do with this mountain is really annoying to rocket.
Bitches.
Really.
So Luffy gets distracted by the big gem, but we gotta go this way. There we go.
Yeah.
Find a giant cannon that's going to become totally not foreshadowing for later on.
Yeah, that cannon is important. Keep track of that. It's sort of the Chekhov's gun of this game.
Alright, so these guys, you can one-shot all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy, not this guy though.
Oh,
this guy,
you lied, liar.
This guy, well, hold on. This guy's a little more important. He's wearing a funny hat and a cape, okay?
Yeah, the hat was giving him some protection, you know.
He's different. He's a little different
harm.
than the rest of them, alright? I could have one-shot him with Red Hawk, alright? Wasn't technically lying.
Fair enough. Next time we'll have to see that improvement in the route.
Okay, the Usopp portion is done. Don't know why I opened up the menu there, because we're not fast traveling. We gotta make it to the Brook portion of this now, which is a really short chapter, thankfully. You just gotta cross a pond and beat up some baddies. So there's Jean. We're gonna do a little Hakuipu over to her. And then we're gonna spook her, because she's heard about ghosts here. Spoiler, it's Brook. Brook's the ghost. Oh.
Our favorite skeleton that somehow is mistaken for a ghost.
Oh, that was clean. Let's go.
That was smooth. So this is pretty smooth. Yeah, you just get up here. This could go pretty wily.
I golded Usopp, so I might just be golden Brook here too. Okay, the fight wasn't that great. 50% shot accuracy there, but it's fine. We can just fast travel back to the graveyard now.
Yeah. Fast traveling even before load remove was probably still barely faster than traveling back. So with loader mover only extra good. And so now we play Brooke for the rest of the game. Oh wait.
No way.
Sorry, Brooke. We didn't tell you.
That is a
We
gold for
reunited with
Brooke
our
as
Soul
well.
King.
So I've golded 2 splits back to back now, even though I'm still like 2.5 minutes behind. But hey, it is what it is. We are here to showcase the run and how fun it is, and my mistakes and how you can learn from them.
So the biggest
Yo,
improvement you can
SOB.
make. Yeah.
The SOB is going down.
Yep.
Okay, here's
The
some
biggest
simp. Here I am in the game.
For real. Yeah.
As you can see, Liam's got a Sanji poster in the back.
I also got a really cool
Yeah.
like 3D. Ah!
Whoa.
Okay, we're good.
All right, clean.
I
Yeah.
also have a 3D Sabo Luffy Ace poster.
Oh, that's fine.
See, this is the section I was talking
So
about.
this is very commonly shot section. Yeah, I think there's like a route that makes you not get shot, but I don't remember off the.
I actually pulled one off yesterday, without having to detour too far. So this is what we need the spiky carrots for earlier. You gotta give them to this lady, otherwise you can't finish this little Sanji portion. Now, we used to gum UFO across this gap, but look, there's a tree here.
Yeah, it is crazy when I saw that. I was like, why are we UFOing over this gap? Like, it's one of the only times we use UFO in the entire run. It was there, and like one other time later in the game at the dock, which I'll point out when we get to it. And that was it. And both of them are both things that you can just walk a little bit further and rocket and save all of the time that UFO even tried to save. And both strats are faster than UFO and don't require you to purchase it. So it's just free save.
Alright, no splitting yet. We're gonna learn about how you can send crew members off on quests with a lunch that Sanji's prepared to give them help getting materials, I guess. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah,
don't use
Sanji
it.
split. Let's go. 3 golds back to back. We are saving time.
Yay.
We went from 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 31 seconds behind to 2 minutes and 4 seconds behind.
So we just had to replace all of the shooting sections with moving sections, and Liam goes off at the marathon, you know?
I mean, it's okay. Just gold the rest of the run and you free world record.
True.
Alright, now they're gonna warn us about robots. So we split. And we're gonna go over here, we're gonna grab attack up 2, we're gonna grab the first extra slot, and we're gonna grab observation hockey. We're also gonna go over here and equip the thrill badge onto this. We're gonna break these boxes because we need some mini express shrimp. There we go, and boom! We are now off to fight the robots. The robots.
Gaming. We're gaming.
Now, if I am good and accurate with my aims here, I can one-shot these robots in the head. This is why we grab these items. So, let's see. Can I aimbot?
Let's count everybody.
One, two.
Fuck. Fuck.
Fine.
Get down!
And the grenades. 3. Up. 4-ish.
There we go. Good enough. Alright, Jean's gonna be right here, so I gotta stand and spam Y.
Feeling like extending the observation hockey time would be nice. But you don't have the point pool for that, do you?
No, not quite. We're stretched really thin. It's honestly it feels like a better upgrade than you would think. Like a lot of these robot fights, it'd be really cool on paper if we're like, hey, we just came across an extra like 200, 300 points that are required to get this upgrade. But unfortunately not quite. Now, if you out there, you guys out there, really good at third-person shooters, you're probably gonna get pretty good times on this game, honestly, because the majority of the game is just shooting really well, and you can use a mouse to do so. It's honestly a big percentage of the game. That and the movement stuff, obviously.
Tree. Cool. There we go.
Oh yeah, there's the strat. You gotta have both the controller and the mouse and keyboard on you at the same time.
Ooh, I go
It is
the robots
optimal
fight.
for a lot of things. Dual
I go the
wielding
robots
is-
fight. Let's go.
Let's go. In Zoro percent, I dual wield a little bit as well. But I also play with the highest sensitivity on controller, so I don't generally find that I have any problems like aiming. But I don't play the aim percent, which is Luffy. Luffy's the only character in this game out of the 4 playable characters that has headshots when he aims. Every other character just has big old sweepy hitboxes that deal damage to the opponent if you touch them at all.
So now, then, do you want to talk a little bit about the routing here and how crazy and convoluted this chapter is with all the side quests?
Yeah, so this chapter is interesting. Honestly, a mild mistake, in my opinion. The developers basically created, like, I guess what they perceived as the halfway point right here. And they put a ton of these quests all in one chapter. And this is sort of the mid-game where the game kind of opens up, allows you to get a lot of good accessories and whatnot. And we've rerouted exactly when we do which quest a lot of times because of other difficulties, as well as to quickly grab certain items or craft items before we go into certain fights. But yeah, right here we just have to find and talk to these guys, and then we're gonna head back over down here, and we're gonna, I think, go to a
Different
Navy
quest.
base.
No, we're doing a different quest. So normally at this point you go to the lighthouse and finish off Divided We Stand, but instead we're going to detour and we're going to go over here and we're going to grab True Treasure. This is because we have the items required to get the Knuckle Ring, which is going to help us do a little bit more damage. And during this side quest, you happen to go right beside the dude who gives you the Knuckle Ring. So, we're going to do that. We're going to do a little bit of more dialogue here. Once my game loads. There we go. Go down here. Fast travel back to that spot, because, again, it's faster. The timer stops.
Faster load room time. Yep. These side quests, we used to do, a lot of the combat ones, more front and center, but it didn't really make that much sense. Like, a lot of the old route, it made sense because things were, like, either interconnected and they didn't want to fast travel between points as much because it's pre-load remover that those were routed that way, etc. And so as we had to reroute the game, we kind of had to, you know, untangle all the wires and replug them all in, kind of, to find out what truly saved time and or was safer on higher difficulties. And yeah, about half of the quests, or a bit more than that, in this arc are literally just talking to various people. And the other half are like sort of just fighting, I guess. There's like 2 boss battles, what I would consider like bigger boss battles, I guess, and then like 2 just meathead fights. That's about it. So we just,
There's a bunch of quests that have you fighting all the big bad guys, or the big admirals. In fact, multiples at the same time, it's really something, but I think those also require a lot of karma, so that's really out of the way, but...
Yeah, for 100% you have to do that. 100% in this game is the real deal. It's crazy, actually.
Don't know how I didn't headshot that first guy, TBH.
Yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, Hawk Whip has a lot of tracking to our detriment and help sometimes. So it kind of magnetizes to targets, even if they're pretty far away.
I'm basically using it in place of Gum Gum Bazooka, because if I can at least get a body shot and that, and if it can still kill them, perfect, but they like to fly around, as you can see. The robots don't like to play by the fucking rules.
They're pretty problematic. It's where the theoretical aim ceiling in this game is really high. It definitely could save a really high amount of time if somebody just had like extremely cracked aim, but regardless of that, it's sometimes just not plausible to shoot something. Like those robots when they're strafing. Luckily, she's not one of the few NPCs that if you scare her by whipping into her, it delays the talk for a long time. Because she's already scared.
So we do these 2 quests first right off the bat because they're very easy. They don't require much fighting. Later on, some of these side quests are going to require a little more like boss fight type stuff here. Over here, what we're just looking to do is a little bit of a stealth mission. Very stealthy.
That roof with the sandbags on it, in fact, you can trigger everybody to notice you, which does technically happen. But it doesn't quite matter if you're just like really fast, or if you go slightly further left, it'll be less of a problem. And that's what Liam did there. The only other way to avoid the hard landing making you detected there is after you fling off the tree at the start of that, you have to like change to obs mode right before you hit the floor, and then like grapple the rest of the way, and then turn back while touching the cutscene. Which is not worth it. It's a time loss regardless.
Alright, so now we're gonna grab Eagle and we're gonna grab Tension 1 and 2. And now we're gonna go over to... oh fuck, where are we going? Treasure map, right. There you go. Have to look at
The first and only time we're gonna meet our hero in the route.
Our hero?
Our hero.
Oh, I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Crazy when you think about the fact that a lot of the kids on this island wear like really weird hats.
I'm telling you, all the NPCs in this game look like Professor Layton characters.
Kinda, yeah. You just go off, you know. Kid fashion department. Go hard. You honestly don't see that many kids in One Piece. You do, like, see one at the very beginning that Zora's protecting, and then you occasionally see them, but, like, they're honestly not there that much outside of filler arcs.
And flashbacks.
Yeah, a lot in flashbacks. A lot with Zoro, actually. Yeah.
So now we're fast traveling back to Emery Plaza, just so that we can be where we want to be. We're gonna go towards Steel City, and let's continue on this quest trigger for Memory Lane. We're kind of like doing 3 quests at once here. Because we're also going to be doing Treasure Map, and we're doing Warmongers at the same time, as you'll see.
Yeah, this is a cluster that we keep relatively similar to what it already was, because it just makes sense. We just want to basically tie up all the loose ends on the same pathway. So you sort of like warp to the left and then go right while triggering a bunch of quest pieces. And it works itself out. So this is the other UFO point I was mentioning before. They used to go from the dock to the far right onto this dock with UFO, which didn't really make much sense. UFO is like pretty fast, but it's not fast in comparison to rocket. So anytime you could be rocketing instead of UFOing, you're gonna generally be moving faster.
If your pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, not about wrong. So, we get to find our hero.
Here we go. Here he is.
In all of his glory. Look at our guy. He's telling us about the treasure. He's like, dude, treasure is sick. And we're like, what? And then the Admiral's like, nope, gotta get him out of the game. He takes our hero and takes him out of the game. So we gotta hit him a couple times in the head. Bada bing,
Please it, please it, please it, please it.
Or backwards.
Let's go!
Gone.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah. Kizu likes to warp either backwards and shoot a laser at you, or warp next to you and kick you. So,
Witherman, Witherman, you should get in here, buddy. You should get in here. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops, 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 whoops.
oh,
Whoops.
ooh,
There you go.
a little wacky, a little crazy.
Yeah, a little bit terrible.
Alright, treasured up. Now we gotta save Jean here, you know? Just been waiting. She's right here. And now she's being attacked. So, this is only really kind of scary in high level difficulties where Jean gets like one tapped basically, or two tapped. But that's not a problem here.
Yeah, it's the enemies that get one or two tapped.
Yeah. They have to be afraid of us. You're locked in here with me. So the kids protect Jean there apparently, so good on them. I assume this kid is the son of that guy because they both have the same hat.
Yeah, those two are the fathers that just recently went through this.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah.
Now we can see how do we stand.
The whole story in this game is like there's a pro-Navy and anti-Navy faction, and the two dads there are on opposite sides, and the two kids are friends, and they're like, yeah, please be friends again. We want to be friends. And yeah.
But they never end up wearing the same hat. So this is similar to the Jean one in idea overall. The big boy of this mission is a bit frailer, but trash mobs are a little bit more annoying.
Oh, yo, what? What? Luffy, let's go.
No, you got the
That was
moves.
amazing. I haven't seen that one
Well, you
before.
just gotta spin across the floor. It's important.
Alright.
So this is what we were grabbing this for earlier.
This is gonna be a great time to pick up a small flower along the way. Yay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All these orbs are RNG. It's really funny. We love RNG in Sacer.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of it. Luckily, there's a lot of gathering points a lot of the time, so the RNG isn't so bad that we just like lose our run every time, but it does start to get really tricky once you get close to world record.
Yo, was that Witherman?
Yes.
Yo, let's go! For
What's
those
up?
of you that don't know, Witherman is also a runner of this game.
I do run this game. This game is very, very cool, and Liam's extremely good at it. So pretty honored to be here for this run.
His aiming takes a dive though in marathons. He loses like half his aiming. He switches from one good gun, you know, one of those semi-automatics, one tap
what-
guns to like.
You know what I'll blame it on, Nyland?
some full auto.
I finally turned on Brisk right before this run.
Oh, I never mind then. You know, I take it all back.
All right, everybody. Here's Sky Chase.
Here is Sky Chase.
Yeah.
So this mission's really good. So the developers were like, well, Luffy should have to stand on buildings for about 2 minutes. and they made this mission. But in reality, they want you to like sneak through this town while like making sure you don't get sighted. But there's no reason to do that over just standing on the roof and shooting a guy. So, yeah, you just kind of do this for a long time. That's pretty bad.
I wasn't kidding about Sky Chase. You just kind of sit here until it's time to move again.
Yeah.
This would be more equivalent to Sky Chase 2, where if you're not back in time, the mission is like, well, fuck you.
But look, I'm back in
We're
time.
But hey, see?
Yeah. So there is sort of a like cone around our target, and if we get like too far away from them, the game will be mad at us, and it'll be like, "You're failing the mission. Please don't be far away." So there is a distance we're maintaining by doing this. We have thought of many ways to try to skip this mission, but to no avail for the most part. Unfortunately, this NPC has to make it to a specific flag to progress the next part of the mission, so there's not much of a way to make him get to that point earlier. This game doesn't have any like sort of Half-Life failsafe where you put a pod over his head or something and he like teleports. So we have
Once
to
he
wait
turns
it out.
around there, that's when you know you can go down. He's gonna walk forward, turn around, and then keep going the other way.
The game also wants you to be right by this tree.
Yeah, it does want that. So this fight's actually like pretty bad.
Get over here. Thank you, Jesus.
Yep.
We used to Eagle Storm that fight, but now with our rat with a little extra damage, we're doing a little way too much damage.
Yeah. Logically, if we want to make sure that they never like teleport away or whatever, there could be a very strict like headshot Red Hawk somewhere. But that's just scary because if the Red Hawk goes off and they warp away, then you're just whiffing it. So.
And if you've never played this game before, there is a gigantic disparity in damage between beginner and easy. In like the easier difficulties, the amount of damage that we're able to do on beginner is kind of ludicrous whenever you start landing those headshots.
It's the same damage, the enemies just have way less health, basically.
Yeah, the health difference is pretty crazy though. It makes sense, I suppose. A lot of very easies or beginners in games have like player assistance in the form of either the enemies just having straight up half HP or other such mechanics. So this game, it goes full on with that, as Weatherman said. So we're gonna meet up with Fuji here. Like, yo guy, how's it going?
Let's roll the dice to see if we fight. Oh, I rolled. We fight.
Yeah. We wait here a little bit at the start because normally he has like special armor basically, and then we activate our slowdown and pop him in the head a lot of times, and then finish him off. He actually has pretty high HP for a boss fight, but again, beginner. So, and our stats from our rings, etc., are really cracked. Now we're making our way towards the second kind of section of robots, right?
This one is just John's gonna go to the naval base here, and then oh no, I clicked on the wrong things. Oh no, I gotta bring it back up. Gotta bring it back up. There we go. We're good. Okay, so I go here, Yeah, this is where Jean just is like, oh, damn.
Good shot percent.
Headshot percent. So yeah, Jean's just like, I want to see my brother, and they're like, no. And she's like, meh. And then this chapter's done. Or this, yeah. Boom, done. Okay, now I gotta go over here. So we're still hovering around about 2 minutes behind world record pace. But that is okay, because I'm keeping consistent. I'm keeping consistent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's still a really good pace to be on.
I keep thinking about the wrong mission triggers. I'm like thinking way ahead later on. There's another mission trigger right where I went to.
Yeah. Here we're just contacting the people, asking about what's going on. They're telling us Marine's bad. And we're like, yeah, true dat.
So true.
So true, you know. Authority is a problem. Arg, pirates.
There's only 3 types of people in One Piece. Navy, pirates, and the oppressed.
Navy, and the oppressed. That's a fair point. So we meet our boy Rob Lucci here, and he's kidnapped John because blah.
Oh, what did
This
I do
guy
that?
also, this is also one of the bosses in the game that has like a little bit of a wacky phase at the start of the fight.
Gotta love those iframes, eh?
Yeah, this game has an extremely high amount of them scattered everywhere. Enemies, whenever they fall on the ground, they have like iframes going down, iframes getting up. Robots are similar, where you shoot them out of the sky, they gain extra iframes, then you punch them while they're on the ground, then they have extra iframes. It's great.
Come on, Luffy.
Kind of low-key a Bandai special, not gonna lie. So we're just trying to hit a trigger here, and there's a trigger right there. We're getting towards the end game here.
Yeah. So I believe this is another one of those moments where you fast travel to the plaza, and then some people argue, and then Jean's like, I'm sad, and then goes to the graveyard again.
Yeah, it's repeating trend, but also realistic to how humans work. So, gotta give it a pass. So, yeah. Towards this point in the game, we're generally, just gonna fight more robots, so...
I keep doing this to
if
myself.
you're...
I keep clicking the wrong thing because my screen's off to the left. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. That's like what Knuckles says all the time.
That's true.
Sad X reference.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go there. And then we're gonna do this. And this. And there we go. Okay, so now
Yeah,
we're going
true
to
robotic game.
rocket onto the ship, cancel out, do a little thing where we rally the Straw Hats to help Jean out because she's sad. Wants to get back at the Navy. Whoops, missing out on some of those mashes there. Go over here, talk to Frankie. We're gonna be like, yo, make us an attack ring, yo. Does not give us the plus or the plus plus, and that is sad. So we're gonna get slot
Yeah, he
2
skipped
here.
out on us.
We're gonna get Conqueror's Hockey, and we're gonna get Bazooka, Charge Reduction, that dude. I think that's what we want. And now we're gonna go attack ring, and we're gonna go here, and now we're gonna fast travel over to the radio tower. So now we do a lot of damage. So here's the trigger I was talking about that I went to last time. Luffy's gonna stare in wonder at the radio tower, which kind of helps us out, because we want to be angled for that guy right there. Hold on to this, and then, oh, I missed it, fuck. There you go.
And interact with some consoles.
Now we gotta climb the radio tower.
The devs had a lot of fun making this tower. I don't fault them for that.
Oh my god, no. Fucking bullshit. Oh my god, no! Fucking.
But I do fault them for stuff like that, where the tower makes no sense.
Oh my god. Like, there's so much consistency usually, and then, oh shit, like that happens. Oh my god, no!
Like, I feel like you should just take the stairs, you know?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, dude.
This is the tower of all time.
No kidding. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Take
they
the
are
stairs.
at the ready.
We're
And
taking the
it's-
stairs.
And they're sniping you as
Oh.
soon as you get in range, too. It sucks. That's the thing about snipers, right? When they shoot you and you fall down a little bit, and then you try and get back up and you get in range, they instantly shoot you again.
That is true.
So this is
It
probably the
really
worst radio
sucks,
tower
right?
segment of my entire life. Aside from maybe my
Yeah.
first run.
Perfect for a marathon.
Perfect for America. Yeah. So what happened was I basically canceled out of my thing instead of letting it like drag out as long as it could. And if I did that, then I would have been able to actually grapple on the section that I needed to get a clean 2 grapple. So yeah, that kind of sucked, but whatever. Shit happens. So here we go. Lost a whole minute there, but hey, it is what it is.
It is what it
And
is.
this is the point of no return in casual play. You do this, you can't do side quests again.
They do warn you. They're like, yo, you ready?
Are you
Yeah.
ready for the final stretch? Which is like 3 chapters?
Yeah. Admittedly, it's robots. Robots and more robots. And then other stuff. Lava and more robots.
Yeah, there are hints of lava.
That hit the lava, you know. They added the other admiral in here. Not entirely sure why you defeat every admiral except Kuzan here, but I guess officially speaking, that makes sense for post-time skip. I know he's a side quest,
Yeah, he's in the side quest.
but kind of felt dirty not making him a main guy. He's only a main fight, I think, in Law Percent? So this is a cool fight.
And by cool, we mean kind of dumb, because you gotta just fight a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, this fight's on paper. We don't know 100% if you could even really like save a lot of time. Here, like you can just attack these guys right as they spawn theoretically and kill them, which would speed it up like a micro amount. They do kind of come in on timers. So there's only so much you can do to you know, facilitate that. Like right here,
Couple cutscenes here.
couple cutscenes. You know it's gonna be cutscene city when the game has to load, and then load again. One of the rare times in the game where it actually loads for cutscenes, and it's because it transports Luffy over to where those cutscenes take place, I believe, and then warps him somewhere else.
Hey, it's Sonic 06.
And yeah, it's one of the only couple load screens in no fast traveling or whatever.
Aside from the one at the very beginning, I guess.
Yeah, and theoretically, if you randomly have times where you get drown glitch, where it deloads you. Normally when you touch water in this game, the game will just kind of put you back to like an anchor point it's set while you were on the ground. But either if the game cannot determine an anchor point for you to warp back to, or if you go under the map by basically hitting the water and then falling under some sort of collision, the game will assume you face to the floor and it'll actually trigger a different load. And those are the only couple times you can force load screens without fast travel. So these robots will kind of get progressively trickier.
Basically, if there's more
That
than,
one's super
if there's more than 3 enemies, and there's enemies that are spawn in front of you and behind you, the fight's tricky. If there's 3 enemies or less, the fight's easy.
Yeah, because you just slow down time, pop, pop. But yeah, if it's any more than that, you would have to have like absurdly godlike aimbot to be like boom, 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 you know, or whatever. That's an example of a fight where there's just barely enough robots and they're spaced far enough apart that it makes it annoying.
This fight's annoying because you have to kill 3 robots that are far apart, and they spawn in random places. We thought it was consistent at first, but it doesn't seem to be. Maybe it's different on people's... I have no clue what it is.
It appears to be a bit different based off your PC, but I don't know if that's like accidental consistency from some sort of anomaly or not. But on Globeku's run, you can see that
see? This is
bushel. Yeah,
This is
the bushel
normally
can
they
spawn
spawn to the left.
occasionally. Yeah.
Now there's still one left, and he's over there. There you go. Yes, okay, that's one of my cleaner fights for this one.
Yeah, all of these other guys don't matter. It's just the robots, so we ignore them. They go away. Take a vacation. We're only here to stop the robots.
Yeah, the only thing we care about is those Isaac robots.
Yeah, the robots are really fucked up in this story because they're all made by Isaac, but he's the warden and works for the Navy in this town, and his robots are attacking everyone. This is a really funny plot point.
But maybe it's not him.
Or maybe he's just not himself.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Earlier he put Jean in a robot and had her attack you, so I'm pretty sure he's gone off the deep end.
He's just having a bad day.
True. If he had a speed-running Luffy teleporting around the island, just like one-shotting his robots, I would go crazy too.
Yeah, I'd also be pretty frustrated.
Yeah, his entire plan foiled in less than an hour, like a little more than an hour. I mean, if we start from the first time he meets Luffy, then it's less than an hour. about it. It's much shorter than every One Piece arc.
True.
Not terrible.
Not too bad. Again, any fight with four or more robots, we take what we get. Robots are whack.
Robots are very whack. And once there's more than 4, it starts to become kind of hard to manage that headshot meter. Because if you start missing, or headshot meter, the
Ranged attack gauge.
yeah, the ranged attack meter. Because once you like miss a couple of those headshots, that's it. You know, you've got to wait for it to refill.
That's one of the crazy things about the new accessories and stuff we grab is a lot of the reason why we grab them to begin with is to make these robots die in a single headshot. And you might be thinking like, oh, that saves like a little bit of time, but maybe wouldn't that lose time trying to get the ranged attack? Or the actual like rings, like won't it lose just as much time as it saves or whatever? But the reality is it's because of the gauge. If we fight 4 robots and you have, let's say, 6 shots, and you have to hit them all twice, you would have to hit 8 shots, which means you'll have to wait for it to come back. And that's what we're banking on, is that we can go headshot, headshot, headshot. And then even if we have to double shot a couple of them, because they're moving, we can do that. We have the gauge. So she's talking about how robots were right where we were, and they just materialize out of thin air. This is probably one of the worst robot fights for like 70 reasons, but the primary reason I would say is that they spawn 2 robots behind you and they go on vacation. And they're pretty trash. That was actually really good. They can get really bad. They can like fly off into the sunset. And really just make that horrible.
Land on the town cursor. Damn.
The town! So, this is where we gonna talk to some sand robots. JK?
Oh, wow, thank you. Totally.
But even the Navy base is attacked by robots.
Fuck. All kinds of fuck.
This Navy base also has entirely too many robots.
I mean, have you seen the admirals they're packing? Of course they need that many to attack this place.
Jesus. Not a great fight.
They're probably... It would have been interesting, honestly, to have like Smoker help you in the fight or something, like just like
Actually,
some of the
if you get 100% karma, they do help in these fights.
I know, but it'd be cool if they just did it without, you know, having to be friends with them.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. That is a great touch. Good job. So now that we've dealt with the robots, robots cease to be our problem, and instead magma at the top of this mountain. So we're scared that, you know, the whole town is gonna get destroyed by magma. So we're gonna ride a
favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
everybody's favorite.
Skip.
Yeah. So shout out to Neo Mizuno for not knowing that this was a duck and calling it cockskip. I remember asking her, like, Karud the duck? And she's like, it's a duck? So that was great.
Wholesome.
Yeah. So, very funny. So we're cooking the duck here. The duck disappears in this cutscene for a reason. We used to not use the duck here until Mizuno was like, well, we could use the duck here. And there's like a little light kerfuffle about, well, it's DLC kinda, like, are we gonna allow the duck? Because you used to gear 4 up the mountain, and that significantly changed this fight. Because you used to fight Sakazuki here,
So
And,
we need to storm because of iframes.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He's not even dead.
You used to fight him.
Dude,
Now he's.
he took a fucking bazooka.
Yeah.
I
Gear
can't
4
believe
was
he didn't
dangerous.
hit the button.
Because you would hit the cutscene with Gear 4, it would turn off Gear 4, but give you the penalty for Gear 4, which lasts like 30 seconds, and it would make you like not able to build meter. And so people used to death abuse and then get up and then beat up Sakazuki, which I thought was crazy. Like I feel like they should have definitely not death abused, and they should probably just beat him up. Because I don't think the storm was that good, but it is what it is.
Alright, now here comes one of the stupidest fights in the whole game. A very anticlimactic boss fight, because it comes in 2 phases. First one is a kid on the playground that like keeps making rules. You know, changes the rules on the fly. No, I'm not it. You can't hit me. I'm on T, man. I'm on T.
Yeah, you can see he has that observation hockey-ish field around him, and if you try to shoot him, he just avoids it until he makes an attack. So we just kind of walk around and slow down time whenever we see him do anything, punch him. And we have to take out these robots. Technically, you can get him to trigger an attack without the robots, but his actions are used up by the robots, it feels like. So if the robots start doing things, he tends to not, etc. So there is a factor of luck sometimes where it is possible, rarely, to hit him. Not
Damn it. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, come on. Hit it. There you go.
Yep. And so you just have to do this a couple times, about 4 times, 3, 4 times. And he increases the amount of robots he spawns every time by 1. So he's like 1 robot, 2 robots, 3 robots.
Shit. Come on. Just out of reach.
And yeah, the reach in this game is really low. And all the stuff. So. All right, now the boss is over.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Here's the first phase
So-
done, and the second phase is... Oh yeah, you gotta start the second phase.
So yeah, the second phase, so we go up to our boy here and we perform a takedown basically. And then he enters the second phase and then we perform Eagle Storm and or shoot him in the head like 2 times and he explodes because this is a horrible fight. And yeah, that's the game. And it's time on black screen.
Time.
So, boom.
Get time.
That's
That's
106,
it. And then,
11, loadless.
It's pretty good because the record's like 103-ish.
103.12. I was just under 3 minutes off my time.
Yeah, which is great, given the start of the run had some like, technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, he punches Luffy here, but realizes he has no power anymore because the game's over. So no plot power.
No plot power. No more plot armor. No more plot armor. We're done. Liam done.
Yeah. This game has the opposite of the anime, where it's like instead of Luffy having plot armor, the boss has plot armor for like the entire game. Literally plot armor where you can't even hit him. He just has this ops field around him.
But yeah, that is One Piece World Seeker, the main category, any %, done on beginner difficulty. As you can see, I lost a minute in one section alone. There's definitely room for improvement, and it's a really fun category, and I definitely think that anyone who's a fan of the series, who saw the gameplay just now and thought they were a fan of it and might want to get into it, definitely highly recommend. If you don't already have the game, I might recommend to wait for it to go on sale. Sometimes it goes for really cheap. But other than that, it's a lot of fun. There's multiple DLCs. We got a Law story, we got a Sabo, we got a Zoro story. Zoro's category is actually kind of crazy. Now you can talk about that a little bit if you want, but after that I think we need to wrap up and get ready for the next thing.
Yeah, so this game's really good. Recommend anybody to play it. If you want to shoot people, play as Luffy. If you want to play sort of more of a hack and slash game with a lot of movement, play Zoro. Surprisingly, Zoro is a lot faster than Luffy due to a trick called Sao gliding and Nice sliding, which are named after Sao and myself. we discovered that you can like cancel Zora's dash with like aim, and it makes you slide like extremely quickly throughout the game. So you can do that to fly around like an airplane, and it's really a good time. So yeah, I heavily recommend people come and try out the game. Luffy percent, it's gonna be without like perfect aim and movement, it's gonna be nearly impossible to get a sub hour. But I'd like to be proven wrong.
Yeah, I think so too. Honestly, being able to get the fights done as fast as possible, I think will help achieve the sub hour as well as optimal movement. Who knows, maybe we don't even need to take those detours, but they only really add up to 15 seconds, so yeah, honestly, it's one of those things that we'll have to just see. And I'm excited for the future of the category, especially if people get more interest in this. Sifu, what are your thoughts? Witherman, what are your thoughts before we wrap up?
Game's cool. I love watching it. I always love watching you play the game. Like, you're at such a different level than me and a lot of the other Luffy runners that it's always fun to watch your movement and how you track around. Even whenever you're fumbling, you're still so much further ahead. It's just kind of crazy.
Shit, thanks, dude. That really means a lot.
It's really cool. I love Gum Gum Rocket. I need Gum Gum Rocket to exist in real life. That'd be great. I am definitely still very interested in routing 100%. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, up next we have Witherman doing some Quake 3 Arena in virtual reality. Shit's gonna be lit.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna look very shaky.
The VR though, it's
VR.
not a run for the faint of heart. That's for sure. This is, you go very fast.
I feel like I'm going to put up a warning on screen that says if you have like motion sickness, yeah,
you might not want to watch this one.
motion sickness. Don't.
If you watch Portal, and Portal makes you sick to watch, don't watch this run.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, well, we will sign off. We'll get Witherman set up and yeah, fun stuff.
Alrighty. Thanks so much for having me, everyone, and thanks so much for watching. Let's show some hype and support for Witherman.
Gaming.